else is a good idea is listening right now to the band we have in the studio, Ocean Leaves. How are we, ladies and gentlemen?
Hello.
Hey.
Is this have we had you on the show 3 times now?
Yeah, this is number 3.
Oh, that's good. You guys are now a Hall of Fame then.
Yes.
Not that we have an official Hall of Fame, it just exists in my mind. But it's a special place nonetheless.
So I'm not getting like a special limited edition ring or anything?
No, I can just write a thank you on a piece of paper after this interview if you want.
I'll wrap the paper
And
around
the
my
cartoon.
finger.
Okay, so that's good.
Yeah.
Now you have a show coming up very shortly.
Yeah, it's a week from today at the Zoo. So next Saturday, the 19th.
One of my favourite venues, the Zoo. We're so glad it's
yeah.
been around for so long. And Triple Z, we've had a strong connection with the Zoo for ages. Have you got any particular gigs that you've loved that you've seen at the Zoo?
I think the best 2 that come to memory are Built to Spill and The Books. Both of those were like fantastic. And the Built to Spill one, I was right up near the stage. My ears rang for like 3 days afterwards.
Yeah, I'm always worried about that, like the earring thing. It's terrifying as someone who loves music. It can be painful, right?
I wear earplugs, but then for favorite songs, the earplugs come out. I'm like, no, I have to hear this.
Right, avoid the pain.
Yeah.
Wear earplugs, ladies and gentlemen. Safety thing. I was gonna ask you. We were just playing that Crowded House song and everything. I went to see the Welcome for Refugees thing last night and saw some really great bands talking about various messages and stuff. You guys aren't like a political band per se. I was interested to ask though, just because it's kind of the flavor of the week. What do you think, like, for artists, the role of engaging with politics and the general kind of zeitgeist is?
I think you're in a position to affect a lot of people with the message, if you can put it in there. I think the line that you have to toe is to not be too heavy-handed and off-putting. Like, because I think if you are too strong with your message, too forceful, you can turn people away that you might have been able to kind of pull toward the cause. So I think it's just about doing it tastefully. And not in like a shallow way, not just to boost your numbers, but because you actually care. I think that's something that I've always thought about, is should I put my personal politics into the music? And I haven't yet, but I'm not opposed to doing it in the future. It just hasn't happened yet.
Sure.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me they met John Butler at a concert, and he was saying his more recent albums have been markedly less political, and he was saying a similar kind of thing. He's like, yeah, look, I was pretty heavy-handed the first few, but now I figure, create an environment that people are happy to be in, and then you have a conversation and see what happens. And
yeah, and he's established his position, so you kind of know where he is, right?
Right.
And then he doesn't have to be so heavy-handed anymore.
Yeah.
I just think you run the risk of, like, obviously people who definitely were never going to agree with you, that it wouldn't matter if you were like treading lightly or if you were heavy-handed, they were going to be put off. But people who maybe could have been convinced that we're neutral, if you're too harsh, you're just going to push them the wrong way, right?
Sure.
So yeah, it's about doing it subtly, I think.
That kind of leads into what I was going to ask you next. I was reading about Imogen Heap and the way that she's engaging recently with, she's made some music gloves, and she wants to have a central database where her new album gets streamed to all the different things, so she has direct control over her music and the way that she interacts. And we got people like Amanda Palmer, who are doing some really interesting ways in that they engage with the fan base, like drawing pictures over Twitter and the crowdfunding thing and that kind of stuff.
Yep.
For you guys who, you've been around a couple of years, you've done a lot of tours, and you've got a kind of building kind of fan base and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything special you like to do to reach out and communicate with the fans?
We actually did crowdfunding this year to launch the EP, and that was something we hadn't tried before. We thought about doing, but it worked really well. We did a short campaign. It was like 2 weeks long, and we were just raising money for mastering and pressing CDs and some publicity.
Which is more expensive than people think, right?
Oh yeah, it's a smart person once said, for every $1 you spend making your record, you have to spend $2 promoting it, and that's really smart. And I don't think many bands do that, but within a couple days, we had almost hit our crowdfunding goal, and then we raised a little bit more money than we were even aiming to. So it was just proof of the concept for me, and now that I know that can work, I think we'll seek to do things that way in the future, because people who want to support us get like rewards, like handmade things, a little bit more than they would normally get. And for us, we're not...
What did you make by hand?
Hand-drawn a zine.
Oh, nice.
Like a little comic about the band.
Badges.
Oh yeah, we
Handmade badges.
Yeah, these girls made a lot of badges. Yeah.
My friend used to make badges at the markets, and she did it for so long that one arm started getting really big, and the other so watch that. Don't want to do that too much.
And just like t-shirts and stuff on handwritten lyrics and chord charts for the songs and whatever, just anything we could. But so people who want to engage, they get more than they would just buying the record. And you can almost use it like a pre-sale mechanism in a way. Because it is expensive to make a recording of any decent quality, and that way you're not spending all this money out of pocket just hoping that someone's going to like it. you kind of like get to gauge that before you even start, which is cool.
Right.
Yeah.
We're talking with Ocean Leaves, who have their gig at the Zoo next week. Now you guys have got a new EP you're going to be premiering. What's special about this one?
Okay, so the last EP was recorded when this was still a solo project, just me down in the Blue Mountains. So this one shows off the new band, which is a 5-piece, and we're all writing collaboratively, and the sound has changed. I mean, it's still my voice, so it's going to sound similar, but everybody's putting in their own, contributions. We all listen to different music, so it's evolved. And the first single, Yellowknife, is very different from anything that's been released so far. Yeah.
Well, we might play Yellowknife in a second, but right now, since you're here with your instruments, we might get you to throw us a little live track.
Yeah, cool. This is one that we just wrote like 3 weeks ago. We've not really unveiled this one, so it's not on the EP. It'll be on the next thing we do. This is super new. This one,
Awesome.
It's called Crawl. There's still an ocean here, it's in the room, brackish and beaten on my shore, hectic with doom. You're on your rocky peak, and I'm on mine. I'll send smoke signals to tell you that I'm fine. I crawl inside you, but I still feel far away. Far away. I crawl inside you, but I'll always feel far away, far away, far away, far away. I got a lot of dreams that you never seen. They're organized by color, pressed and clean. You're on your island, dear, now I'm on mine. I'll dig a neck below, and all I got is time. So, grass numbing on my head, be on something astronaut. Heavy blues and the weights of lead. Across the sandy stars I fall to get through to you. Oh, I crawl inside you, but I still feel far away, far away. I crawl inside you, but I'll always feel far away, far away, far away, far away. Oh.
Beautiful stuff from Ocean Leaves, who are playing next Saturday at the Zoo. Who's support for you guys?
We're playing with Average Art Club, Little Lamb, and Winter Solstice.
Very cool. All right, I'm going to be there. I'm very excited.
Cool.
Thank you so much for coming into the studio today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. And Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame!
Hall of Fame. So excited.
Yeah.
We might go out to your new single, Yellowknife. This is Ocean Leaves. You're on Triple Z. Awesome. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thanks very much.